Hey y'all, and welcome back to a new video. This time it's a news video for the week of 51. And we've got a little something to start us off. But before we start, of course, if you could, please subscribe. That means the world to me. Leave a comment, like, anything you want. And if you want me to request a reaction to anything, leave it down below. And I'll get to it. And share this video with friends and co-workers and networks. Now let's get into it. Sorry, I'm having some. First off, we got the new Star Wars movie, which is actually a historical moment in Star Wars history, because we got the first lesbian kiss. It was kind of teased that we would get an LGBT kind of thing going in the new Star Wars, and it seems like people thought it was Finn and Poe who was going to get a real bromance, but it turned out to be two main, not main characters, but supporting characters who ended up kissing and made the LGBT, or made that kiss happening, and made Star Wars history. And I haven't seen the movie yet, seen it in this holidays, so I'll of course post when I've seen it what I thought about it. No spoilers, of course. But if you've seen it, and please refrain from spoilers down below. Thank you so much in advance. And yeah, let's just move on to the next, shall we? And we've learned that the DC is going to be continuing their success after the Joker with an R rating, with of course the Birds of Prey with Harley Quinn in the lead, which is also going to be equipped with an R rating for the audience. So they're apparently continuing their success and hoping that it'll turn into more success for Birds of Prey movie. And I'm kind of looking forward to the Birds of Prey. I still got the Joker movie, and I've got it ready to watch at any time, so at any given moment. So I'll be watching it, and of course give you a little my thoughts about it. But what are your thoughts about our rating for the DC movies? Is this going to be the new craze, or is this just a passing phase? What do you think? Do you believe it's strong enough to carry all the new DC movies around, and also make the hero franchise movies a little more exciting for us, the elder audience? So yeah, thoughts about that? You know where to leave it. And just in a fun little quick tidbit, Wakanda was previously on the list for America's official trade partners, but now they have been removed, and they were out saying it was just because of a test that it ended up on the list. Wakanda, which of course does not exist, but it was just a test that made it end up on the list, and they removed it now. So just a little fun tidbit that they were trade partners with the United States. Funny to think about. And after the harsh critique of the new Cats movie, we've gotten some Rotten Tomato scores for it, and it's of course a musical movie, and so far with 51 reviews it's only at 14%, which of course means they think it's rotten. So of course it's up to each individual to know if it's something for them or not. I'm not planning on seeing it in theaters. I'm waiting till it's streaming or otherwise. But what about you? Are you looking forward to it? Is it one of your must-see movies before the end of the year, or is it just okay, there's a Cats movie? Because I'm like, okay, there's a Cats movie, and I never thought it would happen, or that I would ever be interested in seeing it in the least. We've also learned that there is a new Jackass movie on the way, Jackass 4, which is going to but probably hit theaters around March in 2021, which of course we will see a revisit with Johnny Knoxville, Bam Margera, and Steve-O, and all the others. So, and the franchise has sold so far for 497 million which of course is a pretty penny considering that it's very low budget movies. So thoughts about that? Is there something you want to see, or I mean, I just saw it in the television, in the TV, just like, okay, so I might as well check it out because it's not something that I'm like, whoa, I gotta see this. But I don't know about you. You might have different opinions. And another fun little tidbit: China has decided to keep the LGBT kiss in the Star Wars movie in the theaters, unlike the Middle East, who are censoring it. So that's kind of like funny that China is now open to it, but of course the Middle East is still closed off to stuff like that. And of course we know why. They have a lot of rules about homosexuality and stuff like that. So not a big surprise, but China, of course, are surprised that they keep it in. They will keep it in, and it's part of cinematic history now. So why not? And also a little funny now, James Cameron is thinking about a re-premiere for Avatar, kind of like to beat Avengers Endgame, which I think is just a little. Avatar is so old. I mean, Avengers Endgame came like in a section. It was just finishing in theaters. Then they made that. So I feel that this is a long stretch, and he might be going this far just to break the record. But I don't know. I'm not an expert, of course. This is just news I get by verified channels. So your guess is as good as mine as to why he wants to re-premiere it. Immediately, it's because he says it's going to definitely top Avengers Endgame. So let's just see if it hits theaters. And we've of course learned that Marvel is making a television series called Sword, S punctuation W punctuation O punctuation D, where we'll see Nick Fury and stuff like that. And maybe they'll be in WandaVision. So apparently Sword will be in WandaVision, but that leaves the door open for like Nick Fury and stuff like that, Samuel L. Jackson, to join in, and Coulson and other stuff like that. But apparently it's creating ties to Far From Home and Captain Marvel. So there's that. So we can look forward to that when it hits the television. And finally, The Witcher has been kind of like out now from Netflix, and it's been cut down by critics who really doesn't like it and are kind of like, this is just a hack and slash kind of thing. But that's only some critics. There are other critics who think that this is a great piece of work and something you have to see. I personally myself will see it because I got Netflix and I love Harvey Keitel, and yeah, the story of The Witcher and what lies behind it is so great that I think it deserves a watch. So I'm definitely going to watch it. But what about you? Are you planning on watching it, or have you already binge watched it? Let me know down below. And as we finish up, of course, thank you so much for joining me in this week's news video. I managed to pre-record it before I go on a trip tomorrow. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you, of course, next time. And please remember, subscribe, like, blah, 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 and so on. Subscribe means so much to me, so that's the main thing. But thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you, and bye.